Hello, how's it going? Welcome to 2018. I hope that you are having a good Advent season and that you are looking forward to Christmas and the new year. And speaking of the new year, there's so much going on in youth and young adult ministry in the Cumberland Presbyterian Church that I wanted to kind of do a video that just looks towards all the things that are happening event-wise and resource-wise and things like that in 2019, just so you know what's coming, what's ahead, and kind of put it down on your calendar if you haven't already, and get to know all the stuff that's going on. I am excited about it, and I hope that you will be too. So let's get at it. Let's just talk about youth stuff that's coming up in 2019. First, very soon, February 16th through the 18th, in Nashville, Tennessee, is the Youth Evangelism Conference. It's our first YEC since 2015, and we are so excited about that event that's happening February 16th through the 18th. The theme is Unite, and it's really being planned by the West Tennessee's Youth Ministry Planning Council. And they have spent the last year and a half or so meeting together periodically and discussing what they would like to see. And the theme, Unite, comes from that. And the theme is about how, through sharing the gospel in our words and our actions, can actually be a catalyst to unite us as people and as a culture. And so I hope that you're looking forward to it. Can't wait for you all to come and hear our keynote speaker, Lisa Cook, who is an amazing pastor, an amazing minister who does awesome work in the city of Nashville with those who are experiencing homelessness through her ministry, Sacred Sparks. And I can't wait for you to hear how the things she's doing in the city and for us to participate in the ministries that are happening in the city. So YEC is for anyone who is in 6th grade up to college freshman. So it's the gambit. It's all of your youth can come, and even those who have just finished high school can come and be a part of this event. We can't wait for it. We hope that you're looking forward to it, and I will make sure in the bio or in the notes here you can have the website and look at that. Registration's open now. It's $100. So easy peasy. Hope that you all will come and be a part of that event in February. Speaking of other things happening in 2019, we have a mentoring program for young people who are experiencing a calling in their life. Some of them specifically know where they feel like God's calling them, and some just feel like God is stirring in them and calling them, but they're not 100% sure where that is. And this program is called Kaleo. And we've partnered with presbyteries to sponsor youth in that. Currently, we have 13 young people in 6 presbyteries who are participating in that program. And without the presbyteries' love for young people and without their generous giving, we would not be able to supply this program. It's a year-long mentoring program for young people, and they'll spend the year discerning what it is that God is calling to do through a curriculum and meetings with mentors, through an immersion experience this summer where they all come together and discern together, and through a project of their own doing that helps them not just theoretically think about calling, but to tangibly live into it in some small way. So thank you for all that who have given and who are planning to participate. And if you know of a young person who might be interested in this program, there's still some spots available if they want to investigate and discern their calling in 2019 through Kaleo. So feel free to reach out to me about that. Speaking of that, 2 things. One is we do one-day events called CPYC one-day events. And basically, it's a preview of CPYC, especially for areas and young people who might not know CPYC or have never been to the Cumberland Presbyterian Youth Conference. they can join and be a part of that event. We have 2 of those coming up in the spring, one in Chattanooga and one in Paducah, Kentucky, and you can look out on the website for those dates and those times very soon. We hope that you'll bring your young people to that. It's a one-day event, and it's a great way to introduce the idea of CPYC, but also it is a youth rally. It is a time where we get together and play games and we have worship. So it's not just, I show some videos and just tell you how great the summer is going to be, but we actually explore a theme that day during the CPYC one-day event. If your church or your presbytery would be interested in hosting one of those sometime, feel free to contact me and we'll work out a time and a date that might be best for you. Speaking of this summer, CPYC, Cumberland Presbyterian Youth Conference, June 23rd through the 28th. Tons of new stuff happening. We have a new keynote. You'll hear a lot about her soon. We have a theme now. You'll hear about that soon. But what I really wanted to tell you about, and something that I'm super excited about, something I've been trying for the last few years, is to build a more missional component inside our Cumberland Presbyterian Youth Conference. Currently, we have a partnership where students can go on Tuesdays and Thursdays to visit an assisted living home in McKenzie. And we want to take that a step further. We don't want to abandon that and leave that alone, but we wanted to take it a step further. I know youth leaders, it's hard sometimes, especially when summer rolls around, to raise enough funds for you to go to your presbyterial camps, to do a mission trip, to come to CPYC, and like this summer, you have Presbyterian Youth Triennium. I know that's a lot of money, it's a lot of time, it's a lot of effort to try to get as many students to go to all of those things, because you know how important and amazing those things could be and life-changing. And so I appreciate your support and thinking about that and wanting to build a more missional component in Cumberland Presbyterian Youth Conference, because here we are in McKenzie, we're planted there every year. We have so many students there. We could do some good work, but not really having the time and not really having the knowledge or the know-how to put that into more of a tangible use. So we are working on a partnership with YouthWorks, which is a nationally recognized short-term mission trip organization, to have a mission trip available for groups who want to do that during the Cumberland Presbyterian Youth Conference. So YouthWorks will be putting together the mission sites and putting together the resources for that, and then your group would come and participate in CPYC. But as a part of your participation, you could also do a mission trip for a minimal fee versus paying $300-400 for both. And so I am so excited about the possibilities of not only this partnership for this summer, but what it could mean for the future for that area, and what YouthWorks can do, and also for the students and adults who come to CPYC. So if you haven't yet planned a mission trip and you're kind of like, I don't know if I can do one this summer, know there's a possibility for you to do your mission trip and come to CPYC at the same time. And so I hope that you'll be interested in that, and you'll reach out to me. CPYC, Cumberland Presbyterian Youth Conference, June 23rd through the 28th. General Assembly this summer is happening in Huntsville in June, the 9th through the 13th. And a couple of things that will be interesting that I think that you might want to know about is, one, we're going to have our second annual fun run. Last year in Oklahoma was our first, and we're really excited about doing this again in Huntsville. There's a nice park right next to the convention center that we're going to do it one morning, and you can come out and do your run and have some fun while you're doing it. So we're looking forward to that. Beyond that, we know as youth workers and we know as young people, there are so many people who are struggling, and they get to a place where suicide might be an option. They might be something they're considering. And so we wanted to offer something of a resource and a training to help people who are experiencing that in their churches to learn how best to help someone who might be experiencing that. And so this summer at General Assembly, We are working towards offering a training workshop through a group called Soul Shop that will deal with suicidal desperation. It'll be a training and a workshop, and so look forward to that. We hope that youth workers and pastors and people who are elders in their churches, all the people who will be at General Assembly will look for the times for that and participate in that workshop. We think it is something that our church needs to hear, and they have resources as well that they'll be offering and being a part of that to help you continue to navigate that really difficult situations that you might find yourselves dealing with in your churches and in your groups. Presbyterian Youth Triennium happens every 3 years. This summer it's happening, July 16th through the 20th. The theme is Here's My Heart, based on Come Thou Fount, a beautiful hymn, a beautiful message. We can't wait to gather 5,000 young people and adults from all over the world on the campus of Purdue University. We look forward to this every time it rolls around. It's a beautiful partnership between us and the Peace USA. We can't wait to welcome young people to the Presbyterian Youth Triennium. I'm telling you, there's nothing like being in the auditorium with 5,000 people doing energizers and singing and worshiping together. It's a beautiful, a once in a lifetime for some people's experience. And so I hope that you are making your plans to come. Registration will be opening soon. Most presbyteries have a registrar. So if you're interested in coming to the Presbyterian Youth Triennium, I can get you in touch with that registrar and they can move you towards that. One last thing that I wanted to mention, that's actually not in 2019, but it's in 2020. Yeah, that's right. We planned that far out. In 2020, plans are remade, and you will hear more information about that soon. YEC will be when we officially launch our campaign and officially invite people to sign up. But in 2020, we are planning an America's Youth Gathering, where our hope is to gather youth from the United States, from Mexico, from Guatemala, from Haiti, from Cuba, from Colombia, Brazil, all of our America's countries where our churches are, in Colombia in the summer of 2020. And it's going to be an amazing experience. We're working on it now. I can't wait for it. And so I just wanted to mention that, bring that up, because there might be opportunities for you as youth and for you as adults to bring groups to be a part of that event in 2020. So, young adults, we got stuff for you in 2019. I'm excited about. First off, Young Women's Ministry. Young Women's Retreat is happening January 25th through the 27th at Camp Clark Williamson in West Tennessee. That's for all young women in our denomination to come and to gather together in a beautiful retreat. And so I hope that you'll look for the information for that retreat. Speaking of retreats, the third annual Young Adult Retreat at Montgomery Bell State Park is happening again, March 22nd through the 24th. We were packed out last time. We're going to be hopefully packed out again. There are limited spots available. We also will be opening up registration January 4th. And something for you to know about that is we have two registrations. One is going to be for those who want to stay in the cabins, and one is for a private hotel room. We know that there are some couples that have talked about wanting to come, and we just didn't really have a way to accommodate married couples, but now we do. So if that's something that you would like to do and to stay in the hotel, or you will have that option as well. So we hope that you'll come. It's an amazing time to just kind of connect as young adults in our denomination, and we're looking forward to what's going on at the retreat. The theme is puzzle pieces and piecing it all together, and I think it will be a great weekend of laughter and fun and worshiping God together. At General Assembly this year, I hope that you'll come participate in the fun run, be a part of the Soul Shop workshop as that gets come together as well. And that's happening in Huntsville, Alabama in June. If you're college age, you have opportunities to serve and to give back to certain things and events. CPYC is looking for college students to be a part of the work crew. Applications for that will be going online soon. And the Presbyterian Youth Triennium applications are already up for that if you want to be a part of the PYT work crew. I was one of the work crew wranglers last time in 2016, and it is a lot of work, but it is super rewarding. It's very fun, and you get to meet college students from all over, and you just build this bond, this community together. So I highly encourage our Cumberland Presbyterian college students to think about that. And then also our Young Adult Ministry Council that serves our denomination as a way to think through young adult. They plan the retreat, they plan other things, resources, blogs. We are always looking for new members for that every spring, and so look for that application if you're a young adult in our denomination who feels led to be a part of that council. You can apply to be a part of that as well. Resources, we got a lot of them. Faith Out Loud has been a constant resource that we've had for years and years and years. We are getting to the point, and 2019 will be, or this 2018 is the last new Faith Out Louds that we're going to produce. But there's still tons of resources. We just released 2 new ones. I'm getting ready to work on maybe releasing 2 online for people to use, but Faith Out Loud is a great resource for young people, and it's a good resource if you're looking to hand off to a leader or a volunteer, and it has everything that they need in it. It has the leader notes in it, it has the activities in it, it has the discussion questions in it. It's topical, and we have a plethora of years of resources for you to use if you so choose to look at Faith Out Loud as your resource for youth. A new resource that we've been working on for a while that will be released in 2019 is more of a video-based resource called Stir. The first one's going to be on creation. We have a Facebook page for that. If you haven't seen that, we'll get you connected to that so you can kind of get the updates for that and learn about when it's going to release. I'm very excited about it. I think it's going to be a great resource for our church as a whole, and it'll be more of a resource for leaders to use to pick and choose. Let's say you're trying to do a retreat. Let's say you're trying to do a Sunday school lesson on creation. Let's say you're trying to craft a message. You can pick and choose and take different elements from it and either use it as a whole resource, or you can use it as you need, as you kind of put together your own messages and stuff. So we hope that it's a tool and a resource that you can use for years to come. We're working on the creation one, and I have another one also in the works that we hope maybe we can get out to you all in 2019 for sure. You can go online. There's tons of blogs and resources that we have for that. If you're looking for training or workshops, discipleship blueprints, there's tons of those. Some that I do are Safe Sanctuary, policy formation and training. If you are people who are looking to build their youth ministry or to looking to start a youth ministry, have a beginning in youth ministry workshop, and also have one that I've done a few years ago that kind of focuses on cultural exegesis. And what I mean by that is taking a look at culture and exegeting it or interpreting it and using it as a way to reach out and to minister to young people using the things that are happening in our culture and society. We also are having our 3rd annual youth worker retreat at Blue Horizon in Panama City Beach, August 7th through the 10th. It's been a great experience just getting our youth workers together and just talking about shop, as you say, talking about youth ministry, learning from each other, ideas, and having a conversation, and also just being on the beach and hanging out and building community together. So I hope if you are a youth worker or a volunteer or a full-time or part-time youth worker in our denomination that you'll think about coming to our retreat in August in Panama City Beach. Evotions is a wonderful thing that you can share with your young people, share with your church. They go online every day, written by Cumberland Presbyterians from all across our denomination, and it's a great way to start your day or to maybe during your lunchtime, take a moment just to pause and to reflect on your relationship with God. The discipleship ministry team, which I'm a part of, just started a new program that we hope to maybe continue on in 2019 called the One Book, One Church. We're finishing that up this go around, but we hope to maybe have another book that we all invite people to read together in 2019. We have book reviews online as well. I know it's difficult to read all the books that you want to read, and so I'm trying to do it for you. I'm trying to read some books that I think would be meaningful and something that you can get something out, and just having a little review of it online for you. Another thing that's going to be new is discipleship ministry team, and specifically for youth, is another resource. We are developing an online quick resource for Lent that'll be a Bible study on Mark, and so the Gospel of Mark. So look for that. It'll be a free resource coming in the next couple of months to get you through Lent if you're looking for a resource for that time. We have partnerships, campus ministry, UKirk, which stands for University Church. We have partnerships with them on campuses in Tennessee, but also looking to expand beyond that. If you have college students on campuses, reach out and let me know, and let me get in touch with the campus minister in that area, and let's try to get our CP students plugged into a campus ministry. It's vitally important to continue the faith formation that we've began in our churches on college campuses. And a partnership is the Association of Presbyterian Christian Educators. That's coming up. Events like National Youth Workers Convention. Those are great ways to get partnered up, to get trained up, and to learn more about youth ministry. So, like I said, tons going on in 2019. I can't wait. I'm excited for it. As we wind down 2018, I just want to say thank you for all your support, for your diligence, your work, your passion for young people in our denomination. I am just so overwhelmed by the work that gets put into making sure that the faith of our young people is nurtured in our churches. No matter if you have a church with tons of young people or just one young person, I have seen so much effort and time put into those ministries. And so it's a pleasure to be a part of this denomination. It's a pleasure to do the work that I get to do. And I hope that these events and these resources will be a help to you as you continue your work in your church. And so thanks again for your support, and we look forward to seeing you all in 2019. I can't wait to welcome everybody to events like IC and CPYC and PYT and General Assembly, and to offer resources to you as a way to continue to build this partnership and to continue our work in youth and young adult ministry in our denomination. Have a good day.